Hey, gaming community. Welcome back to another episode of Gaming Fun with Hot Blood Evolved. My name is Eagle Eye.
And this is Noble. Welcome to the podcast.
So, Noble, we're here. We're ready to have some fun, and you know how we like to start it off, right?
Yes, sir.
Hot take of the week. Oh, I love it. All right. Hot take. Ready?
No.
For me, no. Oh, no. Don't start that, dude. Don't.
Last week, I'm still recovering.
You're still recovering. GTA's average, bro. It's average. Yeah. All right. For me, this week, hot take of the week. I don't think it's quite as hot, so I'm going to cool you off a little bit.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Revelations is the best Assassin's Creed that they ever made.
Okay. All right. Explain yourself.
You're not going to argue here. You're just going to let me explain, huh?
Nope. I'll provide my 2 cents later on.
Okay, so my opinion, it was the best one because it was the end of Ezio's story, right? Ezio is a great character. He's a fantastic storyline in the Assassin's Creed game. Probably the most notable assassin, in my opinion, at least, for sure. And he had the 3 games, right? He's a ton of fun to play. He had a fantastic story all the way through. I love everything that they've added with him throughout the game. And I felt like they did his story justice and how they finished that game off. The puzzles in the game were really fun to play. They were kind of challenging at points but also easy enough to figure out if you put some time into it and effort, right? And they also closed out like the Altair side of the story. It was hands down one of the best games ever, in my opinion, but it was the best Assassin's Creed game. And I know a lot of people love these new Assassin's Creed games, especially with the new play style and things. But to me, they're not as good. You know, I love the Ezio trilogy, and it's one of those that I don't go back to play because I don't want to ruin it for myself, you know? Like how we've talked about how we go back and play Halo 1 and we're just like, it sucks now because you can't play it, right? I avoid that with Assassin's Creed, so that way I don't have to worry about that. Exactly. So what's your 2 cents, man?
I mean, I can kind of get behind it in a little bit because for me, I don't really care about the new Assassin's Creeds as much.
Okay.
For me, it's all about Ezio. If I were to choose, it'd be Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, yes.
I love Ezio. I love the storyline in that thing. He didn't quite hit his prime yet, but he was like just getting into it. I thought the story was fascinating. The gameplay was really fun.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, kind of the front end of that same like, what would you call it? Like a trilogy? Ezio trilogy?
It is the trilogy, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I can kind of get behind you there.
But here's the thing: is that Assassin's Creed 2 and a lot of the list that I looked up when I was looking into this, Assassin's Creed 2 is at the top of a lot of the lists. A lot of people liked Assassin's Creed 2, but nowadays there's a lot more people liking Odyssey, and I think there was another one that was newer. I think it was Origins that people really liked. So, all right, man. What's your hot take of the week?
All right. So, all of the games in the Arkham series were terrible. All the Batman Arkham series games, terrible. Bad. One word to sum it up.
You did not. You did not.
Boring. It was just boring. I got a rule whenever I play video games. If I play it and it's boring, I don't finish it. If I watch it, come back to it, it's still boring. I give it a second chance. It was boring all the way through. You're playing like a dark detective game, and you get to throw around a grapple and stuff. Like we've seen Batman and the Joker 100 million times. Story's old. The greatest thing about that is Mark Hamill. Everything else, garbage. I'm sorry, it's just boring. No, I can't get over it.
No, dude, no, you're so wrong. You're so wrong.
My brother's gonna kill me, but I literally gave the game a chance. I tried playing it. I watched my brother play it, and I just wanted to fall asleep.
Boring. That's the best word you got for it. Boring, huh?
It's the God's honest truth.
No,
but I mean, maybe like I think the last time I looked at it was like maybe like 5-6 years ago. So maybe I go back. Maybe I go back and try it one more time.
You better.
But my goodness,
dude, No, you're wrong.
It's just
That's
not my cup of tea.
not your cup of tea, Bull. That's everyone's cup of tea. Come on, man. There's no
Man,
way you found it that boring.
I'm down for a good Batman movie, but just the games, it's just not it.
This coming from the guy who likes the advanced movement Call of Duties. That's what it is.
And the grapple hook in Halo. I don't know why.
It's because
It's just
Batman
something
has.
about Batman.
Yeah, Batman doesn't have advanced movement. That's the problem here. If he had advanced
He's
movement,
got his batarang stuff.
yeah, and he's got a grappling hook. Huh.
Yeah.
But you don't like his. You like Master Chief's. You sound a little
Yes.
biased there, bud.
A little biased. I mean, it's probably just a reskin of that game, honestly. Oh Lord.
I'm taking you off. No, we're done. You're done here.
Just go cut my camera, cut everything.
I'm cutting you out, man. Jeez, that's
I
horrible.
deserve it. I'm sorry, guys.
Just
sit in timeout.
shaking my head, man. Oh my god. All right. Moving on. Let's have some good news because that was awful, bro.
I agree.
All right. Gaming news this week. So this is one of the hottest pieces of news that's been waiting for most people all year, man. Resident Evil 4 Remake is releasing on all platforms Friday, the 24th, which is tomorrow for us. That is epic news. That was your first Resident Evil, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember, being a younger child, just loving that story. Like, wow, you get to save the president's daughter and all that stuff. You get to kill zombies, fight zombies. Like that was like prime whenever I was young. So I would think about that storyline constantly.
Absolutely.
I don't remember much of the gameplay, but I just remember, that story really stood out to me.
Absolutely. It was a good story. It's one of the few I haven't beaten all the way through. But it was a lot of fun the little bit that I have played it. And it does bring back the memories of the games. 5 was my favorite. 5 was the best for me, and I bet that's a hot take, by the way. Just saying.
Save it for next week.
Yeah, we'll save it for next week. And then a new game called Have a Nice Death comes out on Switch and PC. That's funny. I don't know where the game comes from. It looks cartoony, but it's funny. I mean, we'll go with it, right? There's not much going on. Everyone was so ready for Res 4. I don't think other gaming franchises were like, yeah, let's release during that time frame because you're competing for people's money at that point, and Res 4 is probably going to take it.
I like the name, though. Like, I'll need to check it out. I'm assuming it may be like something like Cuphead or something.
It may be. I don't.
Kind of cartoony.
It's pretty cartoony. I don't know what Cuphead is, so you have to forgive me on that one.
Yeah, no worries there. I'm just kind of guessing, really.
No, you're good, man. All right, so what we're playing this week. So this week I was playing a lot, and I mean, oh my god, I think I streamed Hogwarts Legacy for 8 hours, bro. Wow. I played a ton of Hogwarts Legacy, starting to roll through the story, catch up everything, just trying to get through it. And then I was playing some Overwatch 2, and as I was going through this week, my morning routine before work is, I'll eat breakfast. Sometimes I'll turn on some YouTube or Twitch and see what's going on. And Rainbow Six Siege Pro Days are on, and I'm like, oh, I need to get back into Rainbow Six Siege, man. Yep. I'm getting that itch. I'm getting that itch, and I know it's not going to be good for me. You know how you are with Halo? You get angry at it, and you still play it. That's me with Siege.
I can tell.
I do the same.
I'm very sorry when you play with me because I'm just running gun.
And
I don't even think.
No, you're just like, let's go try to kill him, but I'm dead.
Yeah, I treat it like Call of Duty, and that is definitely not the way to go.
Not in that game, bro. No, not at all. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into Siege this week. Maybe this weekend while we have time. What about you, man? What you playing?
So I pretty much solely been playing MW2 ranked. I'm so sorry. A lot of work this week, so anytime I was getting on, I've been playing with some friends, some ranked.
Are you wood tier still?
What now?
Are you wood tier still?
Yeah, no, I'm crimson. Just kidding. I'm not.
You're
crimson.
full of it.
I'm silver. I'm like silver 2, which is terrible. Ooh. But I do have a good excuse. My game and my PC keeps crashing, and it bans me for 2 hours straight every time. I don't know if anybody else gets that, but I'm about to turn in my PC and get it
My
fixed.
my man says it's not my fault. My game sucks.
Literally during one of my bans a couple days ago, I went out and typed this thing on it was like either Blizzard or somebody's deal,
Mm.
but I was upset. I was like, it's not even my fault, and I just took it out on the game and Michael Condrey, who didn't even make that Call of Duty. I think the last one he made was like World War II, but I let Michael Condrey have it.
Oh
I
my.
was not a happy camper.
Woo. Ah, jeez. Well,
But yeah, that's all I
let's
played.
let's just remember, it's never your fault. It's always the game's fault, bro.
It's the game or the internet. It's their fault. I'm never bad, and it's not my fault.
It's never you. It's always the game and the internet.
Game, teammates, yes, absolutely.
Yes. All right, man. Let's move into weekly gas or trash. First game on the list is the classic game. Everybody knows this game. Everybody. Tetris. Weekly gas or trash. Which one?
I'm going gas.
Gotta go gas, man. Why?
Yeah, I went back and forth, but you gotta take it for the time period it was in, man. Like
true.
it was a good time. Everybody knows it. You can play it from like 4 or 5 years old to 65, 75, 85. Like anybody can play the game. It's fun. It can pass the time. It is a little old and outdated, but come on, like how is it different from like Candy Crush and all that other stuff?
Let me
It
ask.
was the first mobile game.
Let me ask the yeah, true story, bro. Let me ask this. Everyone raise your hand if you've played Tetris while sitting on the toilet. Oh, come on. I know you have. Don't give me that. You get on your phone, you just got sitting there, everyone. Yep, see, that's what I thought. Everyone raises their hand. Everybody's played Tetris, man, and probably on their toilet. I mean, let's be real here. People probably played it in their bathtub. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's just one of those games you can just play it, anytime.
Exactly.
On road trips, whatever.
Exactly. Anyway, I'm going gas. You can't not gas this game. I think it's actually the number one highest selling game in the world. To be honest, yeah, because it's a classic. Everyone plays it, even if you're not a gamer, you play it. Well, right. What we would deem as a gamer, right? So there are your mobile gamers that play Candy Crush and Tetris and I don't know whatever those bubble pop games are. You know what I'm talking about, right? And then you got the traditional gamers that actually play, and then you have your competitive gamers who kick our butts all the time. Like how you used to be good at Halo and now your brother's good at Halo.
Don't rub it in.
That's all right, dude. My brothers are better than me at Call of Duty.
I'll never give it up. I'm not the worst brother. I can never be. Never say it out loud.
All right, we'll bring him on one day. I'm gonna put him in the top. He'll be right next to you, and I'm gonna let you guys go at it. I'm gonna see.
I'll beat him at Tetris, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you beat him at Tetris, huh?
I will.
All right. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is the Nintendo Switch version. Gas or trash, bro?
Trash.
Ooh. I gotta know why.
Sorry. A little bit of a hot take, and I know we're talking about this a little bit later on.
This is, yeah.
But for me, like I like the new additions. I like them adding characters from like Capcom and other different things on there. It's pretty cool to see. But at the same time, Smash Bros. To me, it's still going to be Smash Bros. It's just like a roster update for Madden every year for me. So like I would rather play Super Smash Bros. On the Wii because it's more interactive. I'd rather play that than the Switch. Oh, sorry guys.
All right, yeah, that one might have been a better hot take. I don't know. Your hot take was awful because I don't agree with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now I know how you felt last week when I said GTA 5 was average, bro.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, I was flabbergasted.
I am going to politely disagree with you again. I'm gassing this one. It's a good game, bro. They've added some great characters. The mechanics are still good. You are pretty correct on a reskin, though. I'm going to give you that. I don't pay attention to the maps that you play on because I just play. But I do notice that, the gameplay is basically the same all the way through, right? Madden's the same way, 2K, whatever. I can agree with you there, but I still think it's a gas. I do. So we'll politely disagree with you. And we're going to move on to the next game, which I know you're going to have a good one for. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I got nothing.
Gas.
Oof. I knew it. I knew you were going to gas that one. Why?
Gas.
Advanced movement, right?
No, there's no advanced movement in this one.
I forgot that part. I thought, I'm thinking 2. Sorry. Good.
I don't even know if 2 had advanced movement,
I
but
think it did.
this one was like super iconic. It went away from like the World War II CODs and the Modern Warfare CODs. It went to something different, which was more like Vietnam War era, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Don't correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought the story was really cool. The gameplay was really cool. A lot of like my competitive like background and upbringing like with COD started here. Kind of started here. And it was just a lot of fun to play. Of course, we got zombies.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with zombies. That started its whole other thing. So I can't say anything else but gas.
I understand, man. And I agree with you. This was one of the last Call of Duty campaigns I ever beat, to be honest with you. It's been that long.
Wow.
It was a great campaign. It was a great story. And I agree with you. I liked how it was a change of pace, right? It was something different from World War II or Modern Warfare. It had good gameplay, definitely. Overall, I felt like it was a pretty decent game. But this is one of the ones we're going to do a review on. So we're going to move past that for now. And we're going to talk next game, Gas or Trash, Fable 2.
Trash.
Really? Oh,
Trash.
call me surprised, bro.
So basically,
What?
just think of it as like an Arkham reskin, like an older Arkham game for the Xbox 360.
You did not. You
It
did
was flat
not.
out boring, Jerry. It was boring. The mini games, like gambling in there, was boring. I remember doing that, and was like, "This sucks."
You did not, bro.
Sorry, I'm just ticking everyone
Dude,
off this week.
go get your soap and wash your mouth out, bro. Something
I'm sorry,
is wrong
man.
with you.
But it was also in a time like it was 360 days, so I was
Yes.
younger. I was a little bit more naive. I don't know if I've changed much, but like, just it wasn't my cup of tea. I did not like it. I did not care for it. It reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean, and it just did not seem fun enough to play. But I will say I did not finish the story, so I don't know how good the story is. I just thought it was boring.
I'm so disappointed in you, bro.
I know. I hate it.
I'm gassing it. And I'm doing it. And there's nothing you're going to do about it. This game was good, man. Come on. Fable 2.
How many of them are there now?
There was 3. They're working on 4. I think.
Diablo 4. That's what
Diablo 4 just came out. I think they're working on 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. Anyway, this was a great game. I felt like it was one of the better RPGs made, especially during that time frame. It was a lot of fun, open world.
Yeah,
you had a lot
from the first one.
Yeah, you had customization in it a little bit. It had a great story, man. I didn't find this one boring at all, not at all. And I find a lot of RPGs boring. I really do. So I will politely disagree again and call you wrong again.
Maybe we should do a poll on here.
We should.
On Twitter or something.
Everyone
afterwards.
raise your hand if Fable 2 was a good game. You did not. Get out of here, bro. All right, last one. All right. Resident Evil 4, man.
Easy gas.
Yeah. And I'm going to double gas. I gassed them all this time, unfortunately, but yeah, we don't even have to talk about this one really. We both agree it's a great game. Coming out, it was your first res. I thought it was fantastic. And actually another discussion we're going to have later is going to really show this one. So we'll move on past gas or trash because I think we've covered enough, right? Mm-hmm. Next, we're doing game reviews. So first game review, which we've already talked about, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Give me your game review, man. What do you think?
All right, man. So out of 10,
yes,
I'm going to go 8.5.
8.5. All right. All right. Why?
A very solid Call of Duty.
Yes.
Campaign was really good. It was different from what we were used to.
Yes.
Um, the storyline was good and had some stakes in it. Some things like some twists and turns. If I remember, I don't remember if it's Black Ops 1 or 2. I think it's Black Ops 1 where you actually, like, spoiler alert, snipe like your own teammate and kill him. Because he's like
it's been
bagged
so
up
long.
by
I
and
don't
like
remember.
kidnapped. You think it's this dude that you're after, and you snipe him and you end up killing your own teammate. And that was just something I was like, holy cow, this is crazy.
I don't remember that.
So I'm pretty sure it's Black Ops 1. Although if I'm wrong, people bring me in the comments.
Please do. He earned it after saying Fable 2 was bad and Batman Arkham's bad.
I'm banned from the internet.
You are banned, bro.
So the campaign really solid. Multiplayer was also solid. Had a fun time. It brought great maps, firing range. Nuketown was in here. We all know what Nuketown is. Some other things that, like Tomahawks, I think was the first time.
I do believe you're right there.
Were introduced.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun seeing those clips across the map from spawn.
Hit him in the toe.
Me off.
Hit him in the toe across the map, bro.
I could never do it, but somehow the Tomahawk always found their way to me, man.
Yep.
Just somehow, and ballistic knives too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and the crossbow. The crossbow's in there too.
Right. Yes.
I love that.
Yes, that was a good one.
I think Gun Game. I don't know if Gun Game was the first time like it was in a Call of Duty or not, but
could be.
I remember Gun Game and Sticks and Stones where it was just ballistic knives and crossbows. That was fun. And then, of course, Call of Duty Zombies, which turned into its own huge thing we talked about already.
Yes, Zombies is major out of this game.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. But
8?
I'm gonna piggyback off almost everything you said. You said way more than I was going to. Call of Duty Zombies, absolutely one of the biggest reasons this game gets so good. The story was fantastic. It really was a lot of fun to play. Loved the Tomahawk too. I forgot that it came out in this game, but loved the Tomahawk when it came out. It was new. It was fun. I don't remember having throwing knives before this game though. But correct me if I'm wrong, because didn't this one come out in between Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2?
I don't remember.
Anyway.
I think it was after MW2. But
was it after MW2?
MW3.
Gotcha.
It could have been before MW2.
It was in between those two. Either way, fantastic game as far as the storyline goes. I did play the multiplayer a little bit. I sucked, so I didn't play very much, bro. Same. But this is the only Black Ops I ever beat, story-wise. I played a lot of Black Ops 4 multiplayer, though. I think I played with you mostly. Ugh, you made me look bad. Colin really made me look bad.
Yeah, Colin was insane in BO4.
But, no, it was a great game. Had a lot of fun with it. Great story. Overall, I think an 8's fair. Gameplay was solid. I don't remember any real big quirks to handling the guns and dealing with any bugs, that kind of thing. It felt good. So, solid 8 out of 10. And then the next game we got is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And tell us why you trashed this game.
So sorry. So, out of 10, I'm going to give it a 6. Okay, 6? It's fair. It's above average.
And you still trashed it?
Yeah, because I'm comparing it to the other Smash Bros.
Oh, you can't do that, bro. It's its own game. All right, fine. Go for it.
It is, but it isn't.
Yeah,
For me, like kind of just going back what I was saying earlier, it's kind of a reskin. The addition of the new characters is nice. Like that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But it's like Smash Bros. I played it before, just like Mario Kart. I played it before.
Yeah.
Like, yes, do I want to play the newest one? Sure. But I mean, if I don't have a Switch, am I really like missing it? No.
Nah.
And for me, if I had a lot of fun on like playing Super Smash Brothers on the Wii because you could be like more interactive with it. I guess you can be on the Switch too. But like using like the handheld controllers and all like the Wiimotes and the little nunchuck things, whatever they were called. Smacking your TV, all that good stuff.
Yep.
But I feel like it's just like a reskin. Still a good game overall, but there's something that's in like the same series that I like better. So it gets a 6 for me.
I mean, the original Smash Bros. On 60, was it 64 that had the original
probably.
I think, but I love the original Smash Bros. That one was epic.
Yeah.
The Wii Smash Bros. Was good. But for me, I give it an 8. I give it an 8 out of 10. I know it's almost a reskin, and I can agree with you there. But they have good characters. They've brought so many new characters, and they're adding new characters constantly.
So DLC to it.
Basically, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's a great game. The mechanics are good, but again, like you said, it's a reskin, so the mechanics can't go bad as long as they don't screw it up.
Right.
Oh, we can talk about that later. People screwing up game mechanics that are already good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, 8 out of 10. Great gameplay, good DLC, great players. A lot of fun characters that are brought in. Just a good time to be had. Although I do understand your reskin issues, but yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. Solid gas. All right. Now, gaming topic of the week. Because Resident Evil 4 is coming out, we've already mentioned Res 4. We've talked quite a bit about it. So I want to know, what is your favorite horror game of all time, and why is it Res 4?
Caught me off guard with that one. So it's not Res 4. I'm
It's
so
not
sorry.
Res 4?
It's not Res 4.
Get out of here, bro.
Um,
You're fired today, man. Come on.
I know everybody's mad. I feel terrible.
No, you don't.
But my favorite horror game of all time is pretty close for me. I played Callisto Protocol very recently.
Yes, we've been talking about it.
I love that game, but it just fell short of one game because it literally scared the ever-loving crap out of me. and it's Dead Space.
Dead Space, yeah.
Dead Space.
I barely played that game, but I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, of course, it's sci-fi stuff. Michael Condrey made it. He probably made all the bad parts in that game. I'm just joking.
He probably did.
But love that game. But I legit remember there was places I was frozen still in the game. Like it wasn't paused or anything. I did not want to physically go down hallways because I was so terrified. I did not want to move. Then of course, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, what is the thing that scares you the most in video games? Like, if you're terrified to that point.
It's mainly just the jump scares. I don't like getting jump scared.
I got
but I like to play the games, though, and the story and everything, and be the hero.
Yeah.
So I'm like the biggest scaredy cat when it comes to that, but I still play through it. But of course, I was playing by myself in a dark room.
I was gonna say we need to stream, and I'll turn out all the lights and I'll stream, and you can just be a part of it, and we'll see how scared you get.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm necessarily like scared of the necromorphs. They just pop out so fast, and your character's dead if you do not take action immediately. And,
it's funny.
I mean, the necromorphs are pretty scary, but it's just. I just remember being frozen in a hallway, and I was like, I'm not going.
Right. So for me, the thing that I find the most scary are things that crawl. I cannot stand when things crawl. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like I'm over here already feeling it. Ugh.
Even the crawler zombies? You wouldn't say the crawler zombie to get to the next room?
Yes. Hey, come on now. We're not playing Black Ops right now. We can play that later. Come on.
I was going back.
Oh, going back. Okay. Yeah. No, I hate the things that crawl because they get real creepy. Anyway, for me, best horror game that I think is all time. It's in the Res family. It's got to be in the Res family. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You waiting for it? I really, really liked Resident Evil 2 Remake. I felt like that was Resident Evil 2 Remake.
I was on that 5.
5 I wouldn't call a horror game. I call it an action game. It's got jump scares, but that's about it. Resident Evil 2 Remake is, to me, a horror game. And I love this game. One of the few that I've gone back and played repetitively. But not the original 2 because I can't stand the mechanics. Just like Res 1. It had great gameplay. It looks fantastic. It's fun to play. It's smooth. It's got good gunplay, and I try to rate the mechanics on games a lot as well, because I'm a casual gamer compared to a pro gamer, and I want to make sure it feels fluid to me. Now, pro gamers can find those real nitpicky things that say this gun is way better just because you get 1 extra damage or something.
Right.
Yeah, phooey. I just want to make sure it feels good.
Right.
All right, man. Our final topic. And this time, video game battles, character versus character. And to keep with the Resident Evil, since it's, Resident Evil 4 release, we're going with Leon Kennedy versus Chris Redfield. Now, this is a good one because these two have actually done hand-to-hand combat in a game.
Right.
And they came out in a tie, right?
Doesn't make it easy on us.
No, it does not. So this one we were researching beforehand, right? Because we're over here like, dude, who would win? For real, who would win? And what do you think, Bud? What'd you come up with? You're stumped. I can see it.
Can I be biased?
You can be biased.
I'm going to say Leon Kennedy.
Oh! Biased to Leon?
I'm so sorry.
He is actually one of the most loved characters. Anyway, go for it. Tell us why. What you think? The things you learned today, tell us what you know.
A little bit. So Leon Kennedy's a little bit shorter in stature and a little bit, he has less bulk to him.
He does have less bulk.
Less bulk to him. But I feel like he's done more solo accomplishments solo. And I feel like that carries a lot of weight in like a 1v1.
Yeah.
So he has a lot more experience solo versus Chris Redfield, who had more like success with stars and everything. The dude,
that's fair,
literally broke through a boulder, which says quite a bit about him.
And you didn't even know about that until I told you.
Right. The dude, he beat a rock, guys.
He beat a rock, bro.
I don't know how you do that. But
Whack.
I just feel like
Whack.
Leon Kennedy he's super smart. I mean, they're both very intelligent.
Yeah.
They both got like the hand-to-hand combat skills, the knife combat skills, all of it.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna put like a lot of the solo accomplishments into Leon Kennedy's fight, and I'm just gonna say Leon's gonna be the victor.
I understand, man, and that's fair. I mean, to be fair, honestly, I don't think there's a wrong answer here because they're both really good. They're both neck and neck when it comes to it, and my pick is also biased. It really is. And I go Chris. But I go Chris because they're both well trained and they both have good hand-to-hand combat. Chris is stronger, Leon's faster. Together they can keep neck and neck. I think we read that both of them have near superhuman abilities because of their physical prowess. But I go Chris because Chris has way deeper training than Leon does as far as tactics and weaponry training. And, Leon may know more martial arts, but Chris has the brute strength and some martial arts to back it up. Chris was trained in STARS, special tactics and recovery, I think is what it stands for. Overall, I think Chris has that deeper training when it comes to combat. And I think that is what gets him out of those situations. And they're both really smart to where they can get out of situations because you play them through all the games, right? They're both very prominent in these games. But I think when it comes down to it, it's going to be a close fight no matter who you pick. And they're both going to leave the other banged up, right?
Yeah.
We didn't discuss if this is going to be a hand-to-hand or a gun battle or anything. Because in the fight that they have in the game, they're hand-to-hand and then they pull guns on each other, right? And after they pull guns on each other, it's over. Like, no one fires, no one wins. So I left that part out. I stick straight to hand-to-hand. And based on skill set, based on strategy, based on tactics, I say Chris wins.
I mean, you have solid points, especially if the dude can fight boulders and things. I'm still stuck on it.
He is the only character that can fight a boulder. And we read something on one of the articles that said something about Heimdall. I can't remember the dude's name. The guy in Resident Evil 8, he even knows that Chris fought a boulder.
Oh, yeah, out in like the just wilderness somewhere in a small town somebody put.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious. Like, how can a dude smash through a boulder?
He
That is
did
awesome.
too. It was hilarious. I was when I first the very first time I played that and I had to do it. I'm like, am I really punching this thing? Why am I punching this thing? Why am I not just pushing it or going around? I
Some
don't
pent up
understand.
like aggression and anger or something.
He was mad. He was definitely mad. You were about to kill Wesker, to be fair. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Whoops.
Whoopsies. Anyway, all right, everyone, that's all we had for you today. We definitely had a lot of fun with this, didn't we, B?
Yeah, sure did.
We hope you guys did too. You came out, you enjoyed it. If anything, you want to get to us and speak with us, tell us anything we did right, tell us anything we did wrong. Just have a chat with us. Reach us at any of our social medias at Hoplite Evolved. You can get on our website, hopliteevolved.com. These podcasts are being posted on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. So until next time, gamers, keep gaming and keep having fun.